think we live now.
Waiting for Aziz draws.
Is that what it says?
Me.
Because I should be live. So, we are live. Okay. Okay. That's what's up. Someone is watching. Fresh. I think it's probably you. I'm just...
What? No, I'm not watching.
You're not watching? Then who's watching?
It's probably the dude in the bitch.
Is it you, Invictus? Is it you that's watching? Let's see if I can get to the chat. Okay, so I can view the chat. That's dope. Slow mode is on apparently. Is there a way to go into my settings through here? Okay, so it says slow mode. Slow mode is off. I don't expect a lot of traffic, so okay. Cool beans. Cool beans. Let's see if we can share this onto my Facebook page, because maybe we can get some more views that way. We streaming on YouTube, baby, and post. Cool. So I sent a link on Facebook, and what else? I think we're good. I think I can start whatever I was gonna do. I just wish there was a faster way for me to tell what's going on. Without turning it up too much, can you hear anything from the live feed? Interesting. It looks like it is working. Nice. Nice. I'm just trying to get my phone to line up with the live feed so I can get the comment feed up. Okay, my channel. Ooh, 2 views. Let's get it. Let's get it. Nice. My phone is updated now, so I believe I can now see any chat that is or anyone that chats per se. Go on live chat, and then I can chat publicly as myself on my phone. Cool. So you can do this with a phone. I'll be able to see updates, if there are any updates, honestly. Turn on chat. Okay. We're good to go. Okay. So hello to anyone who may or may not be watching. You are experiencing with me the first live feed for the Aziz Draws channel ever. It's been how many years? I've had a YouTube channel for 9 years, and it's only now that I've attempted a live video stream. Mostly because back then I didn't have the technology nor the competence, but now it's different. I have my little brother over here moderating.
Oh.
But I don't know how long he's going to be moderating. because I have a feeling I'll be up for a while, but he can't. You have school.
Samaritan says A.
What?
Samaritan says A.
Oh, he commented? How did I not get that yet? Is my phone just that slow? Hold up.
What you mean, bro?
Live chat. Oh, okay, I see it. Cool. Nice. So I don't know what the delay is on me receiving comments. Maybe you get them faster. But we'll see. Yeah, I see his comment now. So Invictus is watching. Cool, cool.
He always is.
He's always watching. Let's see, what layer am I on? Accent, okay. So yeah, as you can see, yes, first live feed ever. Normally I do my live feeds on my Facebook page, just because there's more people who are likely to see it on Facebook than YouTube. But I wanted to give YouTube's live stream a shot just to see how it works, and hopefully with this experience, if I need to do live streams in the future, I'll know how to go about it, since it wouldn't be my first time. So yeah, it's all a learning experience. What you're seeing on the screen right now is a SpaceBoi, as I like to dub it. This is actually a character design I made for another drawing called Space Broadcast, which was originally a t-shirt design for NASA. But what happened was NASA was like, it's not on brand enough. Like right here, there was like a NASA logo. Over here was the American flag. Like, this is like my Plan B version, but there was a NASA version where it had that, and the logo for NASA was up here. But they said it was too off-brand, so I was like, all right. So I initiated Plan B, and now this is mine. But you can see it's the same character design, where it's got the space kicks, the jacket, gloves, orange suit, helmet, and then close that real quick. So you can see it's the exact same design. Throughout the drawing, like while I'm doing this, I might change it a bit, but it'll probably be relatively consistent. So yeah, no, this I did in my Facebook feed. You can take a quick look at the sketch. Let's see, let me group all of these layers together. SpaceBoi. Yeah, so let me turn this layer off. This was the sketch I did initially. So we'll have the sun coming up from this angle, and it'll basically just have him taking a selfie of himself on a different planet. And if you look around the landscape, we got a bunch of floating rocks and clouds that look way too weird. Since it's the future, he'll have a projected screen over here, and then have some rocks and river or stream going down here. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. Exams. Yes, do not stay the whole time. You don't have to. I just finished my exams. Was it Friday? So yeah, no, I fully understand the stress. I have one more semester of exams, and it'll probably be all over.
Yeah, thanks for the support.
Hey man, you wanted this.
No, I didn't. I'm not ready for next year.
Oh man. Oh yeah, you start high school next semester, or not next semester, next year. I don't know. High school is better than middle school. I'll tell you that much. It's nowhere near as bad. But it's fine. Middle school is arguably the worst time to be a human. Let's see. I need to remember to put some shadows on this arm here. Just like that. Okay. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be super fun. So back to the sketch, and Yeah, let's turn off the SpaceBoi layer for now. We'll go to the background and start a new layer. We'll name this guy Cliff. Yeah, Cliff. Create a mask. Go in here, and I have a feeling I would like to have the cliff color be reminiscent of like desert, like sand almost. Maybe somewhere around here. Let's see what that look like. Maybe we'll make it a little bit brighter. I think that'll be fine as a base color. But so we'll go into cliff, and then I like to color on the mask itself, if you can see on the bottom, instead of the main layer. Because if I can make this one solid color and I don't like it in the future, I can always click a color here, go in the bucket tool, and then change it. And so I just prefer to be on the mask so that I can do that. And it helps with just blocking things in general. It's really quick and easy. So we'll start with the forefront of the background, if that makes sense, like what he's standing on. So we'll have this going on. I wonder how often YouTube shows live broadcast notifications on like on the public phase of things. Like, you know how you're like looking on YouTube and you see random videos. I'm wondering how often they're like, hey, there's a YouTuber with a live stream, go check it out.
Like as a recommendation?
Yeah, yeah. Because like maybe the live streams might potentially help me out with that. Like, but I don't know.
I don't think.
I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. So the cliff now has its own layer. The whole background is this color. But I will change the sky. I'm wondering what color the sky will be. It's either going to be blue or maybe some weird purple or something. Graphics tablet. I'm using a graphics tablet from Wacom. The Wacom Intuos Pro Medium. I think it's the new model. It's pretty nice, expensive, but nice. But no, it's definitely helped me a lot. I mean, a lot. Half the stuff I've been doing on YouTube, like all the fan art you've seen, that's from the tablet. Me trying to do that with a mouse or touchpad would have been suffering, to say the least. Let's start here. There we go. Oh, these colors kind of vibrate. I don't like that. We'll see. We'll all see. Oof. Super oof. Where is the break? Okay, yep, okay. So that should work now. Never mind. Where's that break? I'll find you if it's the last thing I do. Oh, I think I found it. Okay. And then those curls aren't too bad. They're complementary in a way. Turn this layer off real quick. Come in here. They are vibrating. That is happening. So this will go back to what I was saying about being able to change the color that you're blocking out with. With the background though, that might be a different story. We'll see. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So I can go with that color and then change to that, or something like that. Something similar. What is this? No, I want to use that one. Or should I? We can use this one. That's a bit easier on the eyes. Okay. Change this one. Cool. In fact, I need to think or bear in mind about the colors. What does he say? It's rare. Ah, that's fair, yeah. Gameplay streams are definitely the top dog for streaming. There was, I think, once or twice that I seen a live stream of anything drawing related. It's usually gaming, but I mean that's where the live stream money is at. That's where the money is, period. But I don't game, I draw.
And I am absolutely garbage at drawing.
See, I mean,
Yes, no.
well, I never tried teaching him, but at the same time, he's never shown too much interest. He's drawn a little bit every now and then. My sister, on the other hand, I think she wants to draw.
Yep.
she draws quite a bit. I think she's either as good or better than I was at that age, or at least is getting to that level, because she's able to draw from memory now fairly easily. And it's like the step above stick figures. It's like they're not just lines, but they're still shaped like stick figures. That's where she's at right now.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. There's some form, but not a whole bunch. There's shapes.
I didn't stop drawing stick figures till I was in the first grade.
Well, my name is in kindergarten, so it's not too far off. She's going to first grade next semester. Why do I keep saying next semester? Next year.
That's the power of college.
Yeah, you don't think of school in years anymore when you're in college. You really do think of them in semesters. Even in high school, you start to think of them in semesters. But it is what it is. Yeah, no, I had this idea of floating rocks because I wanted to play around with maybe this astronaut visits a planet that is that has a different magnetic force. Like gravity is on something different in this planet, where it's just going bananas. Things are floating, water is rising. Basically, reverse flashes here. That's what this planet is. I wonder why they don't do that effect anymore in Flash. Probably because of budget, but it was a cool effect. Like anytime Reverse Flash was gonna show up, water would just rise, and it's like, oh no, he's here.
Oh my god.
Maybe they'll do that next time when he shows up, just to like surprise people. Like, yo, wait, that's the Reverse Flash. I haven't seen water rise in years.
Well, I mean, water doesn't rise, but
I mean, he shows up. It's just water doesn't rise anymore. Maybe it's because the timeline we keep seeing of Earbarthon ain't cold like that. Like the only one that could do that was the Earbarthon that waited 15 years. So maybe it's like a skill. Maybe it's a skill he acquires.
all right, bye Samaritan. He says, "Go Saints."
All right. Let's see. That was our one and only viewer.
Well, I mean, not really.
Is there another one?
No, there's like 3 others.
3 viewers.
Well, I guess 1 doesn't mean.
Yeah. Interesting. Does it not show me how many people are watching?
No.
4 watching right now, as it says. Ooh, 140 subscribers. I got 140 now. Nice. Let's see if anyone got the message on Facebook. See if people know what's up. Who do we have here? These 6 characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate are seriously overpowered, says IGN.
There's not enough water.
That's an old thing. That's an old one. I remember seeing that years ago.
You know what?
The fact that it still goes is crazy.
What do they rate Aquaman?
I think it was like a... I really hope it wasn't 7.5. I really hope it wasn't. It was somewhere like 7 or 8.
There's not enough water in the movie. There's not enough water.
Why are LED highlights illegal? I'm glad you can see to the future with your bright neon blue lights, but I'm about to fly off the road. Hey, LED lights are pretty bright. I'm not gonna even front. They are pretty bright. Ooh, GameCube controllers. That costs way too much now. Cool. Baby bump. Okay. Looks like, yeah. Okay. Wait, let me see if I actually did post it.
Boy, this phone is hot.
Okay, cool. Wait, let me go back on YouTube. Yeah, there's no way I would have been able to do this without charging my phone because it will crack under the pressure. It will just like quit on me within the next 10 minutes. It's like, nope, can't do it. It's like, you fool. Cool. Welcome to live chat. Remember? Okay. Nice. So, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to record. I forgot to record. So, but I didn't do anything insane. So I can keep it documented for YouTube later. I mean, this will record too and stay on my my YouTube channel. But this is for me to put into a shorter video, like what I typically do. Yeah. So. Ooh, I have a cool idea. So, I don't know if you've seen this, but I have this tool called Lazy Nesmi. And what this boy does, it basically does this. It gives me all of these options to do like lines, and they have an ellipse template. It's freaking sick. So I can, yeah, or circle. You can make a circle with it. It doesn't sound cool until someone starts using it. And you're like, yo, what? Like, check this out. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And it's radial, bruh. I can just do whatever. I can move it around. I can stop it and like go at it like certain angles and stuff. It's sick, bruh. It's sick. They have other templates too, but I don't know how to use them well. So I need to practice them. Fisheye perspective. Oh, that's pretty sick. That one is like, yeah. Give you that fisheye lens look. We'll get better at that. We'll get better at that. But yeah, it's a cool tool. This is on multiply, right? Okay, now you want multiply. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, that's why you aren't on. Okay. And so this is the cliff, yes. And so here I'm gonna just go in and then start color blocking perhaps areas where there's grass. What color should the grass be?
The grass?
Maybe purple.
Or I would say orange.
Or orange. Orange might work.
purple grass. That's
We can do orange.
the mouse will say what color
and
it should be.
purple.
The mouse will say.
Okay. I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna point at the mouse and whatever color that is, that's what the grass gonna be. In tres, dos, uno. Dang, it was in the conversion. It went from like red, green, like that was too fast. Hold on, we're gonna do this again. 3, dos, uno, now. Okay, so it's held up as green. Ugly.
Well, it can't be green. That's just.
That's too easy, bruh. Yeah, no. I think I might try to make it whatever this color is.
Red, orange, maybe yellow.
We can make it a combination of colors. Like it could be purple at the stem, and then at the top of it, it could be a brighter color, like I don't know, green or something, like a lime green. We'll start off with this right here, and so we'll go on to we'll make it a new layer.
That should be the new design for astronaut suits in the future.
with the jacket and everything.
Yeah.
The jacket comes with the design. It's like sewn in. You should like, can I take the jacket off? No.
No.
Why do I need this jacket to look cool, sir? Grace. Awesome. So the grass will be purple with green tips or something. We'll find out very, very soon. Is that the SuperCon pamphlet?
Yeah, it just brings back memories.
Well, it did happen like under 5 months ago.
Memories.
So, ooh. You got some weird looking grass. This is like weed. The stuff you find in your ground. Yeah, that's definitely weed. Weed grass.
Man, I forget Joey Fatone was at a super con.
Was he?
Yeah, Joey Fatone.
Oh snap! Yeah, that's right. Because we went on like what day? Sunday
No, we went.
or Saturday?
Yeah, we went Saturday.
Okay, so there were people we missed out on because they showed up on Friday and Sunday. So the people we missed out on those days were there, but like I wanted to see Batista.
Oh yeah, Dave Bautista.
Yeah, but he showed up on the Friday and Sunday. I was like, dang it, Batista.
Saturdays are like the Comic-Con for me.
Yeah, you're supposed to be here. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, at least you met Karate Kid.
I didn't meet Karate Kid, but I did see him. I was like, wait,
I mean, I was
Ralph
2 feet away from him, so I was fine. I mean,
hey, I just saw you on Netflix. Or no, not Netflix, YouTube.
YouTube Red. Yeah.
I guess the typical live streamer would probably like, I don't know, play some tunes or something while they're doing this. That's not me though. I don't play tunes. I ain't trying to get copyrighted out here. What you mean?
Wait.
Palm was here? We missed out on Mantis?
Yeah, we missed out on him. But hey, we didn't miss out on Mel Flanagan.
No, we didn't. We got to see Naruto. We got to see Principal Perry.
And then you got Kevin Conroy.
We did. I didn't say hi, and I should have, because that's freaking Batman. But the line was so long.
Right.
His line and
Mel
Flanagan's line and freaking what's his name? SpongeBob voice. Why is his name escaping me?
Tom Kenny.
Kenny, yeah. Tom Kenny. His line long, bruh. And I was like, you know what? That doesn't surprise me. That's SpongeBob. that is SpongeBob. So.
But the people you've actually met, like Steve Bloom, like John Barrowman.
Yeah, man. John Barrowman was there. It was fresh. John Barrowman, Steve Bloom. Seeing Steve Bloom was like unreal because you hear that voice throughout all your years. You're like, yo, this voice. And like one day someone tells you, oh yeah, that's Steve Bloom, and then you see him and you're like, what?
Oh my god, that's Orochimaru.
Right? Like he is so many voices in many people's childhood.
Like he does lots of voices in regular show.
Oh yeah.
Regular show,
he's freaking Skips.
He should be part of the.
Is he Skips?
No, that's Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill? Oh, that's yep. Mark Hamill. Damn, they managed to get Mark Hamill on regular show. Mark Hamill. Who else was on regular show? J.G. Quintal, the creator of the show, voice acted in his own show. Who was Benson?
I have no idea.
Like, I feel like Benson was another co-creator. That's what it feels like, at least. It's interesting that creators like to voice act their characters
because they
understand their character the most. So it would make sense for them to be able to know what they want, and if they feel they can deliver, then they'll go ahead and do it. Like Phineas and Ferb, Doofenshmirtz, that's the creator. Which is interesting because Doofenshmirtz is an inventor. He creates stuff, so it all makes sense now. We're gonna have to add some grass on here too. Hold up.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any more stuff going on here. I might actually just end this stream early and then just channel it back to Facebook. Honestly, because I don't think I'm gonna be getting anything crazy. But it was good to find out that that the stream went pretty smoothly. Like there was no issues at all, which was pretty nice. So that's good to know. YouTube is a good place to stream.
That's debatable.
Do you have issues when you stream?
I mean, I don't have like issues. I'm just saying. So.
I mean, from like a technical standpoint, I don't know if it's a good place for me personally to be on because simply I don't have that following, and I do know how toxic the community can get. Oh, yeah. That's another aspect that I have not been exposed to because I'm not popular enough. So that'll be something to look forward to. How toxic the community could potentially get.
I don't think you want to find out.
I mean, I don't, but I also want views. Maybe if I get a genuine, supportive community, I don't have to worry about that as much.
I mean, as long as they don't dislike your videos like YouTube Rewind, you're fine.
I want to say that I hopefully never upload a video that is so against what I believe in that it gets disliked like that. But we'll see. Yeah, that was pretty bad. How do you get the most dislikes in YouTube history?
And it's your own video.
And it's your own website.
It's like YouTube. You uploaded a
it's
YouTube
your
video.
Own website,
and it's
bro.
The most disliked.
That's crazy.
Like I saw on Twitter, the YouTube webpage for the YouTube account for Twitter is like new world record. Oh wait, because it had the Justin Bieber baby, and then like the YouTube Rewind.
That is, and the crazy part about Justin Bieber's dislikes, it took a hot minute to do that.
Yeah.
Like it took a while for it to have that many dislikes, and then YouTube Rewind within a week.
And within a week.
Everyone hates it, and it's just like, what? Oh man, hopefully YouTube understands that that's not gonna slide, Marquez Brownlee brought up a really good point.
Oh yeah, this video.
I was like, oh wait, that makes perfect sense.
It's a giant ad.
That makes so much sense that it actually hurts to listen. Fortnite and Marquez Brown. I can't believe he said Will Smith actually thought of that. I really hope. Oh no.
I don't believe that.
I have a hard time believing it, honestly. That's like, really? Did he really say that? Did he really say it?
I would want.
Did Will Smith really say that?
And if he did think of saying that, he knew that wasn't true though.
Maybe he thought about bringing up that idea because he knew that was what is popular.
Exactly.
Like Will Smith, I feel like is a smart individual. Like I feel like he gets this stuff. He's been in the business for like 20, 30 years. So yeah, I don't know. I think after I finish coloring this grass, I might just in the clouds. I think I'm gonna just change it to freaking Facebook.
Facebook's
there's more people who know me on Facebook, so when they see a live stream, they're like, "Oh, Aziz got a live stream," and then they'll go see it, which is really nice. I thank the support. So, yeah, we got that purple grass up in it. Look at that, all this grass. Nice. I like how he's taking a selfie in a planet that has floating rocks that are the size of buildings, and he's just chilling.
Are phones shrink in the future?
Essentially, you see, it's hard to tell, but there's basically a projector like going on right there. So even though this phone is that small, it like projects, and it's like, boom, your phone is actually this big in a holographic format.
But I feel like that's actually something they do.
Oh, it is.
Because like phones keep getting bigger, but then they get like smaller.
Eventually, people are going to be like, "Hey, we need them to be small again," and then people will be like, "Okay, but this time it's going to be with holograms or something, or virtual reality, or both. Give me both.
Give me both." But it's going to be like $5,000.
Oh yeah, for sure, it's going to be expensive, but well, not necessarily. If the technology catches up, it'll get cheaper. I mean, that's normally happens. Let me turn off this sketch real quick. Get some good colors in. The colors are okay. I'm gonna have a very harsh, like, purple sunlight thing going on too. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like.
Wait, so green grass, yellow sun. Purple grass. What's the sun?
The sun, white.
White.
It's so hot, you will die.
Like you go in that plane. It probably has like an extreme cooling system in that thing.
Yeah, no, he is literally on ice cubes right now.
But they're already melting.
They're already melting, bro. They turn it into liquid, but then he uses the liquid to do the liquid cooling system within his. So, he's strapped, bro. And then when the water get too hot, then he dies. Then it's over. The water gonna flow. The water gonna be like this right here. The water will be coming out of his jacket like. It's gonna be like that right there. Straight like that. This actually looks kind of cool. I'll keep that in mind. But what else? Okay, so we got most of the grass tops situation. We'll put one here, real thick and nice.
Yeah.
Words. Words. Let's see. Yes. We'll put another one here and another one there, and we'll increase the brush because I feel like a little bit lazy and I don't want to do all this blocking and refinement just yet. Okay. Yeah. That's more like it. That's where it's at right now. That's chill. That's chill. And then And then, yeah, I think I'll make the sky a little bit brighter. I don't like the way the sky looking at me. Let me find a faded. See, you on that color I want, but you a little bit too dark. Let's see. Hold on. What you look like? What that look like? You too dark. You are too dark. You's bright though. That's what's up. Yeah, we might mess with that. Where's the what color do I want the river? I mean, it has to reflect the sky, so it's water. Unless the water's in space. So the water can be anything.
Water is no.
Oh wait, we have another viewer, Moon Foxy. He says he brought some tea. Excellent.
I want some tea.
Spot of tea. Nice. Yes. Thank you for the tea, Moony Foxy. Let's see. Oh, I forget you can actually add moderators. Cool. You want me to use the red? Let's see. Let me hold on. Let me go to the river real quick. See, I have to be careful because if I make the river red, it's gonna look like blood. Maybe not red, but something close to it, like pink.
Pink. Ah, it's hilarious.
We can make it pink. So let's go to the background real quick and draw this in. Let me also use the shift tool. Oh wait. Lazy Nezumi has a it has a parallel line feature. I want to see how that works. But how do I rotate it? Oh, 90 degrees? Excellent. Perfect.
That's the point. It's supposed to look like that.
I see how it is. Moon Foxy. You know what? For the sake of it, we'll make it red for now. I'll probably change it later, but we'll make it red for now. This is a nice color right here. Ooh, this Lazy Nezumi is serious. If y'all have money to drop and you're serious about creating stuff on Photoshop, get this plugin, bro. It's so dope. Super dope. Let's see, some more here, more there. Actually, yeah, I need to think about that. They're looking too pointy because of my brush, so I have to come in and like add a little dot at the end.
Gotta make it look like some tea, bro.
Some tea?
Make it look like tea.
All right. Hold up, let me zoom in real quick. Oof, too thick. There we go. Excellent.
Too thick.
That is high-key looking like blood right now, and it's hilarious. It's like that, what's that YouTube video with the kid? That's like an old one. It's a classic one.
It's a classic old one.
It's like vintage YouTube. The good old days when I could still get 50,000 views. Now we're here.
And then Fortnite came along. They have a bunch of 12-year-olds streaming. Then you have Ninja.
My
and all
goodness.
that bullcrap.
It's a dark time.
It is.
It's a dark time to be a content creator. Oh man.
I mean, hey, if you want views, I mean, just do what the kids want. I mean, just make a bunch of slime videos. Bam, 5 million on the dot.
Yeah. I don't know. The funniest thing about that video that got 50,000 on my channel is like, it is the dumbest one ever. Like, it's literally me sitting on this bed right here. I hit the mic. That's gonna sound real wrong on the live chat. But I was sitting on that bed, And I'm literally going, hey guys, I drew Spider-Man, and I'm gonna show it to you. And it's like, and it's just me talking about it with it on the screen, and that's it. And it's like, why did this get 50,000 views? I know I did a little bit of timing. Like, I knew the new Spider-Man movie was coming out. Back then, it was the first Amazing Spider-Man film. And so I knew that was coming out, and I was like, all right, let me time this right. Let me make sure everyone sees this video when the movie comes out. And I don't know, it blew up. So it worked, but at what cost? Cool. Parallel lines is dope. I made something nice and going here. Is that, ooh, okay. I thought it was going through. And then we got the river here. This is gonna be an interesting like drawing. If this ends up the way I want it to, it's gonna be interesting, to say the least. Will y'all like it? I don't know. maybe not.
It's like lava now. It's like atrocitus.
The floor is lava. The floor is lava.
Oh my lord, that. Okay.
Leaves.
Bloody teeth.
Now I can say bloody tea unironically. You are correct, sir. Or ma'am. I have no idea who you are. I want to outline this real quick just so I know where it is, because I'm about to fill it back up with the rest of this color. Let me turn this off, this layer. Ooh, wait, I just remembered. I have to, because this is its own layer, I have to be very careful about how I do those lines, because I want to make sure this is like consecutive. So, capture this. So the river is going to be like that. Oh, that's ugly. Let me do that again.
Issue.
And like, oof, no. Basically, the river diverges, so it's like around here. It like splits up. So. Okay. We in business. And so I'll fill this. I mean, right now it's really early in the development of this drawing, so I don't think I have to worry too much about how rough these lines look and whatever. Just so long as I get stuff done. Okay, so odds are there's spaces here that I need to fill in before I use the bucket tool, but I don't care anymore. Let's see what happens. Oh, see, that's that. I'm trying to set up my lines so that when I use the bucket tool, it fills in only the river, and I can move on with my life.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head out.
Yes. Get some rest so you can do well in school.
Yup.
Oh, you are a fox. Alright. So we got most of the coloring in for this blood river as it is right now. But later on we'll refine it, of course, and make it look pretty. Yeah, basically, like, the gravity's super messed up in this this planet. So when he goes over there, he's like, whoa, all these things are floating, and he decides to take a selfie instead of, you know, getting out of Dodge like any logical person would. So I thought that was an interesting enough premise for me to draw this. And I wanted to mess around with landscapes again because I haven't really been doing them. So it's good practice for me. Okay. I have no idea what my live stream thumbnail looks like. Like if someone was to see it on YouTube, I have no idea. They could be seeing something like the dumbest thing ever and no one would click it, but whatever. It's fine, I guess. Okay. So we have the Blood River back there. So we have this going on right now, but I do want to separate the layers for lighting. So I will keep that in mind. I'll have to remember that. I'm making that decision later. Oh, why? Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to go for almost like a light tone faded thing going on. Like right now it looks very deep in color, but that's because I'm gonna go in with another layer for lighting where it kind of takes the color away intentionally, of course. So we'll see what that looks like. Maybe I can simulate it real quick. New layer, create the mask for it. I'll name this layer as sunlight, dunlight, sunlight, and it's going to be a screen layer so that it brightens anything it touches. But the question now is what color it will be. I guess it would be something close to white, but maybe on a warmer side. I would like it to be a very, very like faded color. Like I almost want no color in the light because I really want it to fade away any color it touches. That might work. This color here. You thought you on a cam show? Nah, it's YouTube, fam. Let's see. So, fill that. And let's see what this screen looks like real quick. Will it cover over the... No, it won't go over SpaceBoi. It'll just go in the landscape. So, if the sun is coming from... Just like the sketch. This way. Then it should come off like that. Okay. Yeah. So it does fade away the color pretty heavily. Yeah, this is somewhere I would like for this to be. Maybe the shadow or the light is too strong right now, but it is pretty closest to what I'm looking for. Like it will fade out a lot of color, and that's intentional. So let me turn off the sketch real quick. I think I might know what I'm doing now. Okay. I kind of want to be loose with the background, but structured enough that when you look at it, you don't get disoriented or anything. Okay. And this is just the lighting. I will add another layer for shadow as well. Oh, you say it's easy work, Samaritan? I didn't mind chemistry. I did well. It was chill. We had a really cool professor for our chemistry class. Like he was a really cool dude. He did a bunch of different experiments. One time we saw a gummy bear light up like fireworks. It was pretty awesome. Did the elephant toothpaste experiment. One time he burned himself with acid, but it was okay. No, he was chill. There would be some light here. Would the shadows affect? Nah, they're too high. So we definitely have some light coming in here. might shift the, yep. Make it, ooh, yes. Cover much more ground with bigger brush. Why didn't I think of this earlier? Okay. This is such an alien looking thing. Like, this is supposed to be a landscape, but you can already tell it's very alien like because it looks like a gorilla's health. Nice. Yeah, I started working on the landscape around the time you left. So, as suggested by Mooney Foxy, he wanted the river to be red. I probably will change it though, just to keep my colors in check. But I don't know. It was something for me to at least distinguish that there is a river right there. So, alright. Let me make sure that I follow the shadow play of these mountains. Like, if it's supposed to come here, then odds are there would be no light in this area. Maybe just a little bit, but not much. Okay, so here, there. Nice. And yeah, since the sun is coming in from there, there wouldn't be a lot of light coming in on these here because that's where the shadows are supposed to be. And maybe some sun coming in from here. There's like a crack of light there, so we can do that. These guys are affected by the shadows here. Oh yeah, this ground has to be affected by the light because nothing else is stopping it. So, oof, look at that. Isn't that just great? And of course there'd be some shadows here. And fill this up. Of course these would have their shadows, and then he would have his own shadows going on there. Just like that. And we got the clouds in the background. It was pretty cool, the gummy bear stuff. I mean, nah, it was pretty cool to see. I was like, how did he how do you do that? It was a chill class. Ooh, wait. If the water is red, then the cloud should be too. Nah. Well, maybe we'll make the clouds pink. I think I'll make the clouds pink for now. Like, I'm kind of just being playful with it right now. But of course, as the graphic progresses, I will make executive decisions. We're just having fun now. Willy Wonka. Yeah, what was it? Oh, it was a chocolate river, I think. Yeah. They have some like chocolate river in the movies, and like one of them falls into it. Hilarious. Pretty sure those kids are all dead, but whatever. I know they show them at the end, and they're still like affected by the consequences of going to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory, but it's like, nah, they're done. Charlie, you want to be the new owner of the factory? No. It's like, drats. I went through all of this and he doesn't want it. It's like when Mufasa's like, yo, this can be yours, Simba, and he's like, what? I don't want to be king. Yay, cotton candy clouds, let's go. Turn this sketch layer off real quick. It's pretty rough right now, which is what I expected. I mean, this is just for me to get, at least from my point of view, an understanding of where I want to take it. But yeah, that is the sun highlights. The highlights should go on to the clouds as well. So let me go to the sunlight layer and just do some very rough, quick renderings of how the clouds could react to the sunlight. Okay. And of course, if someone is interested in this live feed, I might release it on my channel. Although I will just have a like a shorter like time-lapse video as well. So yep, pink clouds all the way. Starting to give me that like album cover look, like you said, Gorillas. So and then for the shadows, I wanted to do something that involved the same palette of colors. It was going to be more of a purple shadow play. Like, it's really hard to tell, but the line art isn't black. If I zoom in, you might be able to tell, but color, the eyes have this ability to make colors look darker or brighter in relation to each other. So there's this illusion that the line art I used is black, but when you zoom in, it's actually not. It is purple. Like if you look at this and then I pull up the freaking color picker, you see that it is purple. But it's just funny how the eyes work. Oh, how did I make my intro and logo? So, well, my logo I made back in high school. We had this assignment in art class to upload some of our work online because they were trying to get us used to the idea of creating portfolios and websites to showcase to people. And so during 2014, I was thinking to myself, okay, this would be a good time for me to develop a logo. And so if you go on my Instagram, there's a photo of a before and now picture of my logo updated, because in the first iteration is similar to the one I have now, but it's not as refined. It still looks very uneven, lots of like weird line placements and stuff, but it looks pretty much the same. And then in 2017 I updated the logo to the one you see now in my intro. For my intro, I actually made part of it in Blender, the 3D rendering or 3D modeling software, so that I could simulate the cube into splitting up. And then I went on to Photoshop to animate the my hand shooting that like beam of energy. And so it was just like, it was a mixture of 2D and 3D animation, which is always, I always thought that mixture of the two was always fun to see, because you have a lot more leeway with creativity for that. So we'll name this Shadow and use this color. I like how pink this stuff is, bro. It is an aesthetic. Multiply. See, when I add the pink or the pink shadow, it makes everything darker. And that's intentional, of course. It'll add a mask, and relatively speaking, this is what would happen. So let me turn on this layer, the sketch layer real quick. So yeah, this is it. This is the one chief. We'll probably go back and edit more of these layers, like their colors and stuff, just so I have a better feel for the things. So we have our layers here. This is my shadow layer, and get some here. Kind of simulate the grass. Ooh. That's gonna be funny. But yeah. A very sharp, like light to dark contrast. Like the actual color of the surface is gonna be barely seen, which is what I was intending to do anyway. So all the sun is coming in from the right, so anywhere that is on the left side will be, of course, covered up by the surfaces and stuff. So that's what we're trying to go for. This would be blocked up because of the sun. Yep. So you would have stuff like here. Nice. Add some shadows back here in this mountain here. Cool. Yeah. Why, thank you. Yeah, I've been drawing for a hot minute. It's, um, I would say, I mean, my mom tells me I started at 2, but I don't think it's how long you've drawn. I think it's more how consistent you've been at trying to draw. Like like you can say you've drawn for 20 years, but if in those 20 years you took multiple breaks, or you never wanted to improve, or you were consistent with like an art style for a long time, then yeah, you won't really see much improvement. But I don't know. I've been trying to just get better as years went on. Um, I was a little bit concerned with my progression in art during college because I was so focused on trying to design and get my work done there, that I was concerned about my art skills depleting or not progressing. So this is what you're seeing right now is kind of my solution to that, drawing during my free time and uploading on YouTube and stuff. It's just for me to get the opportunity to keep practicing and trying to get better. And then maybe in return, have a community, and then they help me with the artwork, and as well as I get the chance to entertain people who would be interested. Drawing stuff is cool, and knowing people enjoy your stuff is cool too. Yeah, paper of course I feel is an important skill to learn. Like, some people I'm sure are better drawing digitally than they are physically or traditionally, and I mean, cool. But if someone come in and say, "Yo, draw this real quick," and you stuck, like, it's not a good look. I mean, even in design, they teach us that. They're like, hey, yeah, it's important to understand how to draw on the computer because it's a skill set required in today's age, but you better learn how to draw, or at least sketch meaningfully, with any traditional like means. And yeah, that makes sense. Go to a board meeting, and if they ain't got a tablet hooked up for you, what you finna do? You're gonna draw on some sticky note or something. So it's an important skill to have, but it is a skill, so that means you can learn it, which is nice. That's what's nice about drawing. You can learn it. It's not like basketball where it's like, oh, you're 6'7", cool. Now you can dominate. I mean, you'll still need to practice a lot, but there's a talent gap. So yeah, my it is partially my fault though, the whole community thing, because if I kept up with the uploads my entire time being on YouTube, because I've been here for literally 9 years. Like if I kept it up, it would have been bigger, but it was because I kept stopping. It kind of goes back to what I was saying about getting better at drawing, because I didn't keep up the uploads, and because I didn't, try to develop a community, it just didn't happen. And funnily enough, I start doing that, but I picked the wrong time. Like if I were to keep up back in 2012, it would have been much easier for me to get a following. But now I'm in YouTube now. It's much harder because so many more people are here. There's a different, the genre has changed. Like people are more interested in other things. So I found the toughest time to build my community, essentially. So it's fine. I can at least walk away and say, if I do develop a community now, I did it at the toughest time, which would make me feel a little bit better if I can pull it off. That is. Idea is there's so many breaks. If you just look at the my YouTube feed, you'll see like a video from 2012 and then 2014 and then like 2016 and then 2018. It's crazy. This is the most consistent I've ever been in a while. Yeah, this year, I don't know how many videos I've uploaded. No, you're right though. I mean, the gaps are so long. Yeah, this year has been really consistent. How many videos have I uploaded this year? I'm gonna take a quick look. So 2018. So 1, 2, 3. So 17 videos I've uploaded. One of them is private, and it's just because I don't feel like it needs to be uploaded. That was just like for my personal use. But I mean, 16 videos have essentially been uploaded in this year. And I forget how many total videos I have. Probably twice that amount. So it goes to show you how consistent I've been, and it's because I found like a medium that is easier for me to do regularly. Like every time I do a YouTube video, I'm like, oh, I gotta go do this. I had to add some special effects. I had to go blah blah blah. And then afterwards, I was like, I can't do all that. Not yet, at least. I don't have the time for it. So I figured something consistent and easy for me to do would be time lapse videos. And so now we're here with this drawing. Hey, wait, this is starting to turn up. I'm starting to like this. Okay. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Nice. And yeah, we're getting somewhere. I need to make sure the shadows and the light layers don't intersect. I'm gonna try my best to not make them intersect. They're supposed to kind of be separate. You can see it's already happening in this area here. So erase some of those spots, those hot spots. Okay. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there, my friends. And we might duplicate this layer just so we can have another layer to mess around with. 13 the last 4 months, almost every yeah. Yeah, almost every week. There were some weeks I skipped, or some weeks I didn't upload, and it was either because I was busy doing something, or it was like I didn't feel that I needed to upload this just yet, or there was something that I had to fix up. But yeah, it was pretty consecutive, which was nice for me to know I can do. It's like, oh, I can do this. So I don't know. For this upcoming year, I want to see where else I can take this. I know for sure time-lapse videos will probably be the main content for this video, for this channel. Like, time-lapse drawings will be like the bread and butter essentially. Maybe some animations might pop up. I'm not gonna promise anything, but I do like the idea of releasing videos with animation involved. I just know that animation takes a heavy amount of time. That's the only issue I have with it. Like, it takes forever to do. But I would like to do it. I want to see where I could take animations. Animations are cool. Like, when I was conceptualizing what I wanted to do for this drawing, I had the idea of an animated version of this composition where you have this guy right here and he kind of comes up from the top. Like, the idea was he would come from the top with his jetpack boots, fly down here, and like whip out his phone and take the selfie he's doing right now. And that would be pretty sick. 122 videos? I mean, hey, I wish I could upload that many. I know because of the YouTube algorithm, a daily upload consistency is much more helpful for a YouTuber, but I just can't. I can't do that feasibly. You know, like, I would have to dedicate solely to YouTube if I wanted to do that. I can't even do it now, but I have a better chance of pulling it off because it's winter break for me. But no, like, for a full year, no, there's no way. No way. I feel like reaction channels can do that. I've seen reaction channels do it, where it's like every day they're uploading a video. But stuff like this, nah. Nah, you can't. I could, if I were to plan it accordingly, I could do it with this content. It's just the content won't be as good. Like, I would just be releasing sketches and stuff. Like, nah. I want some real stuff. Who this? Saiyan? Oh, thank you. You saw my Gogeta stuff. Good to see I have some viewers on the YouTubes. First time trying out a live feed, so seeing how it turns out. How many? Well, in terms of comments, there's been like maybe four people who commented. Mooney Fox and other ones. A profile picture. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, my fan art stuff, I kind of released to the world knowing that people would want to use them, so I'm not really emotionally attached to it. So hey, I mean, if you want to use any of those drawings, then go ahead. Because who isn't a fan of Captain Falcon, right? Who isn't a fan of Gogeta? It's stuff like, maybe it's the artwork like this that I'll be more what's the word, protective of, more defensive about. It's like, no, this is my original artwork. You gotta pay me to have it. But like that, the fan art stuff, nah. I let people use that. Yeah. What was it called? Speaking of actually using my content, let's see. We're saying, did you see my drawing from my channel, or did you see it from a different video? Because I realized a couple days ago that someone has it. Someone like got my photo from my DeviantArt, and they used it as like a background image for a video on YouTube. And I started flipping out. I was like, wait a minute. I did not upload this video. Who is this? But this is my drawing. And then I saw that they gave me credit, and I thought that was pretty cool, which was really nice, because I'm pretty sure that may or may not like help like spread my my reach, if you will.
Every force you create has an echo. Your own band, and you are doing
the very quote that Gogeta says to Vegeta right before he destroys him. Oh man, Gogeta's pretty cool. Like Vegeta's cool, Vegeto is cool, Gogeta is cool. Like they're both pretty awesome. I think in the new movie, I haven't seen the new Broly movie yet, but I'm judging by the trailers, I think Gogeta is similar in mannerism to Vegeto. Like, you know how Vegeto's very cocky and like very, very confident in his skills. I think Gogeta's just in that nature. In the Fusion Reborn film, he didn't have enough time to show that. Like, he was just like very serious and was just getting stuff done. So we never knew. GT, if you want to count that, showed some overconfidence in that. So it was hinted at.
Ah. Yeah. It was
the Gogeta versus Broly video. Yeah, he credited me, which was pretty cool. Although weirdly enough, there were other videos that were using my drawing too. So I was curious to find out who it was, but then I realized it was basically the same video, but like they kind of ripped it from him. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of iffy in my opinion. I was like, that's but I don't know. I guess that's the nature of YouTube. People might come and take your stuff without asking. Like I said, the drawing, I know once I release it to the world, it's very difficult to take control of. But one of the videos I did say, okay, if you are interested in who did the drawing, you can go to my channel and view the video or download the wallpaper on my DeviantArt.
In Brawl, well, to be fair, good
in Samaritan, Captain Falcon in Brawl was probably his weakest version. Like if you were to play any Smash Bros game with Captain Falcon, they would all be better than the one in Brawl. Because I played with Captain Falcon in Brawl and it was rough. Like he was slower, his moves took much longer. Like he didn't have good recovery options. I mean, he never does, but it was more emphasized on because he was all his other attributes were weakened. So I mean, hey, you shouldn't regret not playing as Captain Falcon in Brawl because he wasn't that good. He's much better. Like his best version is probably Melee, although I heard in a new game he's pretty dope too. So you can give him a shot there. All right, man. Take care, Samaritan. Yeah, I have no idea how long I'm gonna stay up. Odds are what I'll do is I'll close the feed itself, but I'll just keep drawing. Unless if people want to see me keep drawing until the very end of this. But I don't know. We'll see. It depends on how I feel. Let's see. Yeah, you can see I'm just kind of right now I'm just kind of refining the lighting layer, making it look a little bit cleaner. But it's almost a non-thinking phase. Like I'm just kind of going. Like not caring too much about how it looks, but I'm just kind of letting my brain take control and just doing whatever it feels works. So it's almost autopilot. Almost. Or should I say ultra instinct. That would be cool. That would be pretty dope. Have like an ultra instinct version of drawing. Can you imagine the power? Just being able to draw without thinking about it and then come up with cool stuff. That sounds sick. Start drawing in my sleep. Then I could do the content upload every day. I wonder what that would be like. Drawing, sleep drawing. They're sleepwalking, but is there sleep drawing? And if there is, how can I do it? That is the question. Okay. I think what I will do for the background to give it some more effects is I'll actually go in and kind of fog up the mountains and stuff to create that atmospheric, like what do they call it? It's like volumetrics, I believe is what they refer to, where the air molecules aren't like the cleanest. They're not entirely invisible, and over time you get this, like the further away you are, the more you can see it, like the more foggy things get. So I'll try to remember to apply that into this drawing to create more, make it look more dynamic, as well as relatively accurate to what you see in the real world. So, well, this is in the mountain right here. This is the edge of the mountain right here. So around there. Ooh. Nice. I mean, hey, I might just keep this live feed going in the event that more and more people come in from like anywhere on YouTube. On Facebook, it's like the only people who can see it are my friends. But if I'm on YouTube, everyone can see it. And there's pros and cons to both of that. Pros and cons to both of those. Definitely. Okay. I kind of dig where that's going. Oh, a picture of Broly. It crossed my mind, and it would kind of be in a situation where, like, the first drawing you see was Gogeta, and I was thinking for my next drawing, like, having a part 2 of that. Like, it's the same composition, but it's from Broly's perspective, looking down at Gogeta. It crossed my mind. I mean, if people want it, I might do it, because I kind of just draw whatever I feel like is something I haven't done or tried before, and I'll go ahead and make an attempt at it, or something I've been meaning to do in a while. But I mean, hey, if people start coming up to the channel and be like, hey, can you do this? I might. I might do it. Yeah, because I know what you're referring to in the trailers, where he's powering up, and it's like a beacon of his aura from the ground up. It's just like a vertical streak of light, and he's in it floating. It's a pretty cool shot, honestly. I wouldn't want to create it in the same frame as you saw in the trailer, because like, for me it's important to try to be creative with my my drawings. Like, I don't want to just recreate something I saw per se. I would kind of want to take my liberties with the subject. You can do something that either hasn't been seen before, or you might not have interpreted it initially. Like, I just want to be kind of like distinctive. I want to be distinctive with my fan art. Like, when someone sees it, they're like, oh, that's new. Because it's very difficult to do that too with Dragon Ball, because of how many people have already done Dragon Ball fan art. Dragon Ball fan art is like, it's like a religion in and of itself. It's like so many people have done it from way back in the 80s to now. 30 years worth of worldwide fan art. That's nuts. That's intense. So, I don't know. It's cool though what people do with fan art, like the stuff I've seen. It's just like, oh, that's dope. How you do that? That's so cool. You see some crazy stuff. My favorite Dragon Ball fan art is the ones where um, they interpret the characters in real world. Like they make them look like they're like live action counterparts, if you will. Like, well, this is what Cell could look like, and you're like, Cell looks very grotesque, but he looks cool at the same time. And you're like, that's Cell. Let me go back to the layer here. That's some purple. Nice.
Broly's raging sorrow.
I don't know. I'll think about it. This Dragon Ball train right now. It is hype and it is fast. I might draw that pretty soon, but I don't know how. Not this week, but probably closer to the release of the film when it hits America, because that's going to be like another swing of popularity for Dragon Ball Super. Like when that comes here, it's gonna blow up. It's like everyone's gonna be talking about it. Shoot, I'm hyped for this movie right now, and it's like I can't even watch it yet. I mean, you can if you bootleg it, but I don't want to ruin that experience. This is supposed to be the best Dragon Ball movie ever. I'm not gonna watch it bootleg. Nah, I'm gonna go see it in the movie theater, chock full of music, like loud sounds and awesome graphics and big screen. I want the whole experience, all of it.
That Cell was perfect.
So, well, the live action adaptations of Cell is usually imperfect Cell because he's like the ugliest one. So people will tend to draw him instead of the perfect Cell for live action versions of it. And it looks pretty awesome, but you forget it's Cell, so it's gonna look disturbing. Like Cell arguably is one of the most disturbing villains in the entire Dragon Ball franchise. Like he's like Frieza's evil, but like Cell is just disgusting. Like like I don't know. Like if you were to go to a club with the Dragon Ball villains, you're not picking Cell. You either picking Boo because he's nuts and like he'll make the party like alive, or you pick Frieza because he knows what he's doing. I would not pick Cell.
He'd be eating everybody.
How long have I been drawing? Mom says I've been drawing since I was 2. But my memory doesn't go that far back, unfortunately. I do remember drawing at the age of 3, though. Like, I distinctly remember drawing stuff when I was 3. So, from my point of view, I know I've been drawing since I was 3. Mom says I've been drawing since I was 2. And since that's only a year apart, I can see that perfectly. So, yeah, I've been drawing, I guess. I'm 21 now, so how many years is that? Why can I not do math right now? Has that been 19 years? 18 years? So, it's fine. I've been drawing for a while. I'm okay with this. I used to get in trouble back in elementary school because what I would do is during class I would pay attention, but I would just draw at the same time. So I remember one time in 3rd grade, my teacher legit took away my notebook, because in my notebook it wasn't notes or anything. It was a legit like comic book. Like in my writing notebook, I drew a full-fledged comic book, and I would just work on it throughout class. Oh man, no, it was hilarious. But yeah, no, I've been drawing for a while, and as you can see, I have not stopped. This is like the only thing I'm really good at. I'm okay at basketball. Like I can play, but I was never good enough to be on the high school team or anything like that. I wish I was, but I just didn't put the work in. And nowadays I do play pickup, so I try to improve there. But yeah, no, I can't. I've never been on a team per se. Oh yeah, we hatching now. Oh boy, the traditional vintage hatching. Hatching is very useful. I mean, look at comic books. Look at how many times you've seen hatching in comic books. It's intense. It's a clear testament to how effective it is as a means of shading, means of conveying form. Like it's really nice hatching. That's why I do it all the time. It's just so good. It does its job well. But yeah, I have a feeling I'll probably do a lot more Dragon Ball fan art in the near future. Like anime in general, because I haven't done a lot of anime fan art in a while. The last time I did Dragon Ball fan art was way back in freaking 2012, I think, or 2011. Yeah, it's been a while. So, I mean, since Dragon Ball has been on the come up for a hot minute now, it's like now is an appropriate time to get back into it, I guess. So. Hatching. I think I might add another layer of shadows, even though it's a lot more work when I do that. Or I will, well, nah, because it's already pretty detailed now. I think what I'll do is I'll change the color of the shadows so that it matches up to what I was imagining in my head. I had this vision, and I'm trying to meet this vision. If I can execute the vision properly and I still don't like it, then I'll change it. But right now I'm trying to follow the vision. What time is it? What am I drawing? Right now I'm drawing it's kind of like original work. The premise of this composition is they have this guy who is kind of like an astronaut visitor of sorts, and he goes onto a new planet. And on this planet, you got some weird gravity stuff going on. Like, look at the clouds and the way it condenses. Like, the water is kind of like vertically laying on itself. The rocks are floating in the air. The water is doing this number. And he decides to take a selfie of all things. He doesn't decide to run away. He doesn't decide to, plan a means of staying safe. No, he just gets on top of one of the mountains and just takes a selfie of the whole thing. And this SpaceBoi is what I like to call him. He's a character I developed for a different t-shirt design. Let me show you real quick what I am referring to. Open recent. This was where he came from. This was like a t-shirt submission for a NASA contest or NASA t-shirt contest, but they said it was off-brand. Like on the version for NASA, the logo was over here, NASA logo, and the American flag was over there, and NASA logo was up here too. But they were like, nope, it's too off-brand. And I was like, whatever. So I kept this for my own personal use. And so you can see it's the exact same character design of the new drawing I'm working on. And so I was like, okay, what if this is like the first, this is like the first iteration of it, and then this new drawing could be like a sequel to him traveling the different planets and stuff. So this is just like original artwork right now. I would like to go to like a comic convention or something and like sell some of this stuff, which would be pretty cool. Like I can go in and like sell like what I'm working on right now at a convention, and people go buy it and be like, thanks, and spread, like, get my name out there essentially. Go into conventions, and then people willing to buy my stuff, which would be pretty cool, to say the least. So I don't know. I have like plans and stuff I would like to do. So I'm just trying to see what I can do with the stuff I have now, resources and all that, and act upon what I would like to try out. Because how many times you get a chance to do this, you know? But yeah, I'll also be uploading like a sped up version of this, like what I normally do on my channel, those time-lapse videos. I'll have one of this as well, so people who weren't present for the feed will still get a chance to watch this. It'll just be an updated version. I might keep the live feed video too, but we'll see. This video might be too long to be a video on my channel, but we'll see. I don't know what my my video limit is. Like, you know how some channels get limited to the length of their videos. I don't know what mine is, so I need to be careful about that.
Metroland, and the guy should be called Jin.
Yeah, I don't actually have a name for this character, like, at all. I didn't even think of a name. Metro World. I also have another character that I developed this year. I refer to him as Robot Boy, but it's basically this character that stems from a design I made back in February. And the design is basically a line or a row of robots, and they're all being diagnosed and analyzed, but they all have artificial intelligence. And so something happens during their diagnosis, like they start glitching out and malfunctioning, and basically they just go haywire, like they just take off and just wreak havoc. And so one of the robots decides to start like looking around the world and seeing its, and like discovering its preferences and what it likes, what it dislikes. And there's one drawing I did pretty recently. Like, if you look into my most recent videos, there's one called Post Era, and that is the Robot Boy character I'm talking about. Like, he finds a hat and jacket and decides to wear it and just starts rocking it because they want to. That's another character that I made. Chris. Name him Chris. But it's got to be like, it's the future, so Chris has to be spelled in like the most weird, like unconventional way possible. Like, I don't know, Chris with like a K and like a W and like a new letter in the alphabet, because it's the future. And like the S is no longer an S, it's like a Z or something. Crease with a Z. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to watch the most recent episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Shame on me. I'll watch that tomorrow. This is a very time-consuming section of this drawing, simply because the way I want the lighting to hit the rocks is very specific, and so I'm trying to go for a certain look, and you know, it takes time to do it, which I guess is fine. Crease. It is Risk. Now that I think about it, yeah, Risk. Just switched up a bit. Because Chris likes to take risks, as you can see. He's taking a selfie on a planet that is pretty dangerous to be on. So yes, I think we'll call him Chris then. Oh yeah, I did say something about the grass. What did I say about the grass? Okay, yeah, I remember now. I was debating on whether or not I was going to keep the grass this color. I think I will, but it will be a, maybe I'll add some effects to it later. This is going to be interesting for me to find out. I have to essentially come up with a way to develop the shadow play of this grass. There's probably an easy way to do it. Oh yeah, there's definitely an easy way to do this, but I just don't know what it is. Yeah, I think I know how to go about it, but it takes some effort. It will take some effort. I think I'll be more loose about it than trying to be consistent. I have to go into the shadows layer real quick. Shadows right here are a little bit messy. Yeah, no, he's definitely a planet explorer. Like, this future is supposed to take place in a time where space travel is so easy to do and so safe that it becomes like the new way of traveling. Like, you know how now people like to just go to different countries and travel and just explore. Like, it's gonna be like that, but space. And people are going to be taking selfies all the time in space. So that was like the premise of this design, for me at least. But yes, Chris likes to go on planets. Get your space travel license at the age of 16. Send kids into space. Have like space camps and all that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine space camps? And not the space camps where you float in a circle in a globe for a couple of minutes. No. This is a legit space camp. Like you camp in a different planet. You're camping in a spaceship. That would be pretty sick and scary, but pretty sick. The future is bright. Where does the cliff layer end? Okay, good to know. In fact, yeah, we can just do this right here. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah. I don't know. I've never gotten a chance to play Dungeons and Dragons before, but who knows? Maybe like I could easily pick up one of these characters and develop them in that kind of realm. I mean, me personally, I'm not much of a RPG gamer. I've played a few RPG games, but nothing crazy. It's usually like the old like Flash games I used to play online, or some of the RPGs I've played around with. But I'm definitely more of a like fighting game, action adventure gamer. Sometimes I'll play FPSs, but I'm not too great at them. I'm not that good, so. It's fine. Gotta make sure I clean this area up just a smidge. Okay. This definitely needs to get cleaned up. Holy moly. Holy cannoli. Control Shift I. Okay. Ooh, an RPG of my characters. That would be pretty dope. That would take so much work though. It's just, creating a video game is no joke. A friend of mine, he's in the College of Design with me, and he studies art and design, and for his master's thesis, he made a 2D video game, which is pretty sick. But he spent like 2 years on it, and so it goes to show you how much effort it requires to make a video game. But yeah, no, they're dope. Video games are dope. Yeah, but no, with these videos, I intend on, you know, trying to get a further reach with YouTube community. Like the more videos I upload, the more times I share them, the more likely people will catch on and like find these videos. And that's just the game plan right now. Try to get people to know that I'm here. And he's like, hey, I upload videos of cool drawings. You want to come look? So it takes time. Like, that's what I've come to understand about, you know, stuff like this. It doesn't just happen overnight. Well, usually it doesn't happen overnight, but I have seen some things do happen overnight. Like, that's just how things are. But Kickstarter, I don't know. Kickstarter, I feel like I would need to do once I have a solid plan. Kickstarter or Patreon rather. I wouldn't mind doing a Patreon. I would need to, like I said, come up with a plan for how I can return the favor of people supporting me, because I don't want just people to just give me money for no reason. Like, I would like to give them something in return. Like, hey, here is this, you know, download of a drawing I made, or here's some tutorials. I don't think I'm good enough for tutorials, but or I don't think I mastered the skill of what I do enough to make a tutorial. But I don't know, something. I would have to give something in return. Oof, not what I wanted. Yeah, it's the name of the game. And of course, this isn't what I want to do full-time, YouTube. This is definitely something I would like to do as a free time joy thing, because I seen what it can do. All right. Let's see. Yeah, man. Just I'll just be here drawing. Nice. Let me see if I yeah. Let me do that instead. Instead of me trying to like manually erase areas where the grass has lighting, I can just go ahead and do that. Boom. And then we can even do that for the shadows too. Yeah. I don't actually like that at all, but this is it's I know what to do after this. Got that. Next. Oof. Okay. We will add some sunlight tips on these blades of grass. Whoa, what? Oh, so weird. Looks like it's almost blurred. Why? Why does it look blurred? It's funny. We got ourselves some detailed grass here, let me tell you. This grass slaps blades of grass. This fat boy. Oh wait, there wouldn't be any highlights of sun in this area. That's true. Yeah. Follow the rules. There's rules to this. And then for here we'll go into the lights, and then yep, give it a bit like that, straight like that. Nice. This is what I want. This is what I need. Oh, and then we can add the shadow plays here. Ooh, my goodness. Oh, let's get it. Yes, sir. Yeah, sure. How long have I been running this? It's 11 right now. Okay. Cool beans. I wish it could tell me how long I've been running, but it doesn't. Okay. Ooh, that looks kind of fresh. Okay. Nice. Let's see, what else can we edit? We can go in and fix up the lighting source here. Yeah, right here. Let's fix this up real quick. Oh, you have returned, Saiyan. Yeah, not much has changed. I just did some touch-ups on the grass, added some shadows and stuff. Touch-ups there. You know what? I might change the color of the cliffs or the rocks and stuff. So hold on. There is a way for me to do this without screwing up everything. So what you do is this number. Turn off. Here we go. SpaceBoi. It's alright. So all the orange in this area has been exposed. Excellent. Now go to select color range. Boom. Select that, and now I have all the orange in my arsenal. And I think I will change it to something more faded, like that. Yeah, I think I'll mess around with that. This starting to look like Frieza. This starting to look like Frieza. Yeah. I kind of want it to be a faded, a faded feel. So this is more akin to what I was trying to get for. This is closer to my vision. Although now that this color is that, this red has to probably change too. So we'll do that right now. Color select, color range, select this red. Okay. And we'll probably make it closer to that pink. So Control D. Okay. That's super faded. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that more. Yeah. Yeah, I mess with this. I mess with this heavy. Yeah. That's pretty chill. So, let me add some shadows on SpaceBoi. I haven't done that yet. So we'll start a new layer. Boy light. We'll call it boy light. Boy light. And fill it in with that sun I was using earlier. Sunlight, okay. Yep. And filter, yep, fill it. What did you miss? Nothing much. I changed the colors a bit, as you can tell. And then touched up the grass a bit. Did some editing on the grass. I'm still refining the shadows and stuff, but that's what's changed for the most part. And the water, I'll probably change the water again. In fact, the water's too close to the mountains. The water might just be blue. It might just be the same color as the sky, unfortunately. So, yeah, I think I'll do that. So, turn off SpaceBoi, boy light. Shadows I'll turn off. Okay. So, this color, or color range, but in fact, select color range. And then we'll go here. Okay. And we'll probably just make it that color, yep. Control D. Yep. And then, what color is this? Select color range. Boom. We'll just make you white for now because I don't know what to. I wanted to avoid white, but right now we're gonna use you instead. Zoom in. Just fill you up with white. There we go. There we go. Easy does it. Somehow we managed to catch this color range. Yeah, you're barely existent, but whatever. We'll get rid of you too. nice. Somehow they didn't catch you right here. I see. Color range. That's the only downside to color range. It doesn't get every pixel. It gets most of it, but not all of it. Get some stragglers, but it'll do. So now we got that going on. Shadows here. SpaceBoi. So the water now is this color of the sky. And I'll probably change it again eventually. I feel like I will change that again. But in the meantime, we will work on SpaceBoi's shadows, which I think is going to be super fun to do. Super fun to see. Super fun to happen. Okay. So, SpaceBoi. So his helmet is supposed to be reflective, and it's going to be reflective of what he sees. So what he sees is his phone. What he sees is his hands. What he sees is other versions of the landscape that's surrounding him. So odds are he's probably seeing some mountains right now in the distance. And of course the sun is hitting him. So if the sun is hitting him, then odds are the sun is like right here or something of that nature. And because the sun is over there, it's like everywhere. So we're gonna have a bright blue sky coming up. So this entire top surface of his helmet will have to correspond with his reflected visual, like what he sees. And what he sees is his landscape. So yep, just like that. Fill that in. And so you have perhaps maybe some clouds. Perhaps. Those clouds are probably like super faded. Like you can't even see them. So some clouds here, clouds there. And like they're still doing that vertical thing. Still following that vertical mess going on. So it's all good. Yeah. And then you have this, his phone. And his phone probably shouldn't reflect too harshly. So it'll probably be down here. And then, or further, maybe further down there. And then maybe his hand. Have his glove perhaps here. His hands there. And then the rest of his jacket is following suit. And then would there be, maybe there's some water going on in this area. I don't know. We can do whatever we want. It's my drawing. We can do that there. And then maybe some peaks and valleys, the mountaintops. Yeah, just like that. And then maybe some sun rays. Yeah, we can add some sun rays. Yeah, that's dope. That's clean. And then we're gonna actually go in and how about we do this? We're gonna go and add a white layer. Label this white. And then on that, and of course we'll have white here, and just go ahead and put areas of white that need to be done. So like I said, the sun would be here, and then have some sun rays going out like that. just like that. And then maybe we'll have some areas where the sun helps with the peaks and stuff. So have some there and there, there. Some glistening going on right there. Yeah, just stuff that conveys a reflection. So, ooh, that was a strong line. I kind of liked it. Yeah, that kind of that's kind of wavy, honestly. He's just, I like that. I like this one. Nice, nice. Okay. Yeah. 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 So I'll go back here and then add that curve right there. Yeah, that works. And then maybe some here. Yeah. Yeah. Let me add that Lazy Nezumi ellipse guide and then move it here, because this is gonna be pretty sick. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start like a radial like gradient. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. And it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. I might have to thin out the yeah, I might have to thin out the brush, cause it's getting serious out here, bruh. It's getting serious out here. Woo. Even less. Am I gonna give him a face? Nah. I'll keep the visor from preventing you to see his face. It will just be the reflection of whatever he's looking at. Yeah. Lazy Nezumi has helped me once again. Ooh, that looks kind of sick from afar, bruh. What? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, man. Okay, cool. That's like my favorite part about like drawing. Just the fact that you get to see something manifest in front of you. It's just like, oh snap, this just happened. Like that's cool to me, you know. But whatever. What do I know, dude? Oh, hello. Oh snap, Boy Light hasn't been screened up yet? Oh, I messed up. I ain't screening yet. Okay, let's see what they look like after I screen this then, Because I didn't realize I didn't put a screen on this. I'll be. Screen. Okay. Now it's a screen. Now it's a screen. Nice. Nice. And let me increase the brush again. Minimize that. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming alive now. I like this. Look alive. And yeah, I think I'll allow it to overlap just a smidge. The screen, like the screen on the line work, I think I'll let it overlap just a little bit. Nice, nice. I like the way the colors are interacting. Nope. I just realized I just kind of went into a silent trance for a split second. Didn't mean to make it awkward. Is SpaceBoi over? Ooh, SpaceBoi is over Sketch. But we don't want that. I want Sketch over. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so it'll be around here. Okay. So let's get back on boy light. Okay. Yeah, all of this would be exposed to the sun, so for the most part, all of this should be covered up. Excuse me. That was indecent of me. Nice, nice, nice. Excellent. That was going for here. Yeah, no, this is turning out pretty nice. I like the way this is going. I like where this is headed. But yeah, no, it'll just be a visor, no face. Oh. No, yeah, we can just keep like that. We can get rid of them afterwards. Where is my... Okay, there it is. I was looking for the layer with that inking involved, so I can erase some of this right here. Yeah. You can go to... Okay. Go back to Boy Light. And if I remember correctly, I think I cut off the shadow in this area. Yeah, it was about here. Okay. Color in the glove. Maybe the hands will get cut off from the pants, perhaps. I don't know. That seems plausible, I suppose. Just stretching. Just stretching. Okay. Alrighty then. No, I dig where this is headed. I like the vibe I'm getting from it. You know what? I think I might have to. I should have started with my shadow layer first instead of my lighting. Like, I'm working backwards, and that's not safe. Not safe at all. We'll go with boy shade and match it up with the color of the shadow here. Excellent. And you'll go in there, so bucket tool. Make sure you're on multiply. Alright, cool. Put you under oops. No, I don't want to place. Okay. Cool thing is about this layer is I can cover a lot of ground pretty loosely too. Like, I don't have to worry too much about it. Nice. Nice. That looks pretty clean. Looks pretty dope. At least I think so. Someone could be looking at this like, this is trash. And they could be right. They could be right. Watch me say this look like trash in like a couple years. Let me zoom in on this. Get a little zoom in on this. Whoops. Ooh. I didn't expect that much light to come off it. Nice. Nice. Very nice. It's a chan. Okay, so now that we have the okay, I always wanted to see how far I was willing to go with the sunlight. So somewhere around here. And of course it comes closer here because of shadows. Yeah, seems about right. Whoops. Where is the crack? Where is the open space? Okay, it was over there. I just realized what I did with the line work for the lights is what I have to do for the shadows as well. The way it interacts with the line art. That's something to keep note of. Okay. Nice. The shadows are playing very nicely. Like they're playing they're having a good time playing with the colors. So that's nice. It's nice to see happen. Okay. There would be some shadow playing going on here as well. Especially right under here. Okay. Some shadows here. Nice. Show some reveal here. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I like it. It gives me a Star Wars vibe. Like the colors I'm using. Reminds me of an old R2-D2 drawing I made way back when. Okay. Oops. Nice. Hmm. This is looking mighty fresh. Fresher than I expected. Some shadows in for the gloves. Yeah, there'd be a shadow going on right there. It's a boy light, so I can do some line work here. And this I wanted to have like a sharper metal looking material, or at least plastic. So I think I'll have harsher highlights here, and then let it fade out like that, similar to what I did in the other one. Nice. Let me go into the helmet and make sure I give it the same treatment. There we go. That's some detail lighting for that. Add a little gradient here. Nice. Wavy, wavy indeed. Let's take a quick look at the sketch I did for that. Okay, so I did some blocking here. Well, keep it on. panels here. This is going to be interesting because I have to find a way to kind of organize the way I do my lines here. Okay. Turn that off. Ooh, I like that. This kind of reminds me of Goku, like his clothing. I just realized this is Goku's colorway, bruh. I mean, this is Goku, and I ain't even know. That's crazy. That's crazy. I made Goku, I ain't even peep it. Okay. Okay. What time is it? 12 figures. Figures. Okay. Look at this dude. Taking a second. Look at this dude. Anyway. Might have a little highlight right there, just to convey that the shoe material is a little bit more reflective. Yeah, Something like that. Okay, nice. Got a little trim right there. Whoops. Got a little excited on that. Cool. So that in them highlights. Ooh. Cool. Hey, that's pretty fresh. Oh, snap. That's all I can say right now. Bruh. trying to move these lines to follow the form of the shoe. Just like that. Yeah. Straight like that. Cut this down. Cut this down here. Cool. Awesome. Spectacular. This is turning out pretty well. I like this. I like it. I like it. Pay homage to the texture I went for in the other one. Okay. Nice. Yo. Yo. I like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty chill. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think I know what I'm saying. And I'm saying that's pretty cool. I like it. Whoops. That's how you disable it. Good to know. I can put this in SpaceBoi, yeah. And then I have to go and fix up the backgrounds and stuff. Mess around with that a little bit more. But I think I'll end the YouTube live stream here. And then the rest of the video, I will go ahead and pull up, or the rest of this result you will be able to see in the shortened time-lapse video. So that's going to be fun. Thank you guys for watching. So those who were watching and commenting, thank you. Had some cool conversations and all that. But yeah, it's late. I probably should go to sleep. Alright guys, till next time.